Well, here we are near the end of October. Things are getting spooky for certain programs, and certain programs are feeling thankful for the position that they are in. But welcome on in to Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon. This week on the show, we've got a lot of stories coming your way. Starting at Chaparral High School, Claudia Collins and myself got to learn the story about how certain players are representing the jersey numbers of notable alumni who played in the NFL and are doing other great things in their careers. Kayla's got a great story out at Queen Creek Flag Football, and Eliav has another one from the Battle for Brown Road and a certain teacher that was being recognized as well. But before we get into our first story of the day, I do want to mention the rankings are out. And listen, here at Sports 360 AZ, I'm going to be honest, we don't pay too much attention to what the rankings are at this point. The point system could be flawed. There's all kinds of things that don't have human account into them. But I'm very fascinated when you look at 6A at the top four. And last week I talked a little bit about it with Eric Sorensen. We haven't really had any change there. You get Basha, you get Hamilton, you get Liberty, and you get Chandler. I'll talk about this later on with Eliav Gabai during Social Spotlight, but I just can't believe that Liberty, who has not lost a game in the state of Arizona in over 2 years and is the back-to-back Open champion, isn't by default the number one team in the rankings. Maybe that will be how it plays out by the end of the season because Basha Hamilton have to play each other, Chandler's going to have to play them, and it's going to be very interesting to see. But I know they have one loss, but it's to an out-of-state powerhouse, and they have not lost to a team in Arizona. I said early on in Bleacher Talk, I'm not betting against Liberty. I still wouldn't bet against Liberty the rest of the way, and I would have them ranked as my number one team. As far as the rest of the rankings, I feel pretty good in 4A, 5A, and 6A. I think they're in really good spots, and we got to see these teams continue to play each other in order to really assess who the best of the best will be. But that's all from here. Here's Claudia Collins with more on the Chaparral Firebirds.
At Chaparral High School, the bird is back, and the number on the jersey is more than just a number. It tells a story. And for many players this season, it's also a responsibility, carrying on the legacy of former Firebirds that went on to play on Sundays.
My name is Jax Breslow. I'm a junior receiver at Chaparral. I'm wearing number 1, previously worn by Devron Carr and Kyle Williams.
Thomas Gahi Yamashita, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Chaparral High School, senior, 77, Taylor Lawn.
Hi, my name is Anders Norgard. I am wearing number 47 in honor of Lyle Sunline, and I am a junior at Chaparral High School.
1, 47, and 77. Just 3 of the several numbers chosen. Numbers that represent a legacy.
2 big mottos that we're going with is the tradition starts here, which is when we honor the past and all the great players and all the great people that have been involved here. And then the big one that you've heard a couple of the guys talk about is the bird is back. Not only is it we want to be back on the field, a lot of people have used the C logo here, and we put the Firebird back on the helmet, back on everything that we wear.
First-year head coach Trace Carroll is a former Firebird himself, now working to rebuild the program.
I have a unique story. I'm playing for both Ron Esterbrook and Charlie Regal, 2 of the legendary coaches. Both of them, Charlie won 3 state titles, so did Ron. I've taken a little bit from both of them. This is his home. I did walk these halls. I know exactly what these kids went through as young men, and I know how much this program, when it was at its peak, it changed my life.
Coach Carroll shares that sentiment with many other players that used to step on that field on Friday nights.
This place changed my life. You know, I came here from Chicago, and, you know, I'm coming down here with kind of some expectations because I did my research and I knew the school I was coming to, the football program I was attaching myself to, and it didn't disappoint. You know, it turned me from probably a good athlete into an actual football player with, you know, the values that you want a football player to take away, teamwork and, you know, that work ethic that will take you to the next level.
Many of the NFL alums personally chose which player would carry on their legacy by wearing their number. As a coach on the staff, Kyle Williams was the first to choose.
Him getting my number was fitting because of the playmaker that he is. You know, myself and Devron alike, you know, when we, you know, wore that number, we were putting out plays, and we fully expected that from Jax this season.
Although Breslow is sidelined this season, he still represents his number as a leader. He wears his number with pride, knowing exactly what Chap is aiming to build.
I mean, I'm not like the loudest guy on the team. I definitely won't be the guy to, you know, yell in the huddle and stuff. But culture and everything around here coming from our last coach. And I don't know, it just served as a way to make the leaders stand out more, and I don't know, also pay respects to the old guys who, put the state championships on the board.
Let's not forget, these old guys went on to play in the NFL.
Older guys, yeah.
Each of these players received a personalized video message from the alum whose number they wear, words of encouragement, and a reminder of what it means to be a Firebird.
Shabtown, baby, what's going on, fellas? My name is Taylor Luwan, and I had the distinct honor of placing the Firebird jersey on my chest.
Hello, I'm Lyle Sedline, Chaparral, class of 2002. I had a great time at Chaparral. I played Mike linebacker. We won 28 games in a row, back-to-back state champs.
What Chaparral means to me, the school changed my life. It taught me structure, discipline, teamwork, and the people that I met along the way became my brothers.
Kyle Williams played at Arizona State, was drafted by the 49ers, and spent 6 years in the NFL, and won a Super Bowl. Deveron Carr also played at ASU and signed with the Buccaneers in 2013. Taylor Lewan, a top 15 pick who played 9 seasons in the pros. And Lyle Sedline, a national champ turned NFL vet.
He left a impact, showing how Chaparral should be, how it should be worn and what Chaparral is. That's how I want to lead with this number. It's also hey, I'm wearing this, but also I have to do it myself instead of just being a number. It's I have to lead in that way.
My position on this team was as a leader. It was heard, and that I should be focusing more on leading this team as a senior. I feel like that's what most of everybody else who got this number felt like, as even the guys who are younger, the juniors, they felt like that was a sign of leadership, and those should step up, everyone.
Players agree. The coaching staff has brought more discipline and unity to the program.
This year, with Coach Trace and the staff he brought in, it feels different kind of way. It feels that we're more focused, we're more precise in whatever we do in practices, lifts. We know what we're doing instead of just going out there and playing football.
The Firebirds plan to show that a little bit of old school and a little bit of new school can be the winning combination by pulling pieces from champions of the past and building a new culture for the future. It really just leaves one goal in mind.
I'm really excited for the playoffs because I believe we will make it to that step.
Playoffs, after we win a championship, I want to see people talking and they say, oh, where'd it come from?
Belief's a big thing. That's what I kind of told them from the very beginning is belief is if you believe that you're going to do something, it probably will come true. So every single time that we step on the field, we believe that we are the better team, and belief can get us a far way.
Chap football is back. The bird is back.
For Sports 360 AZ, I'm Claudia Collins.
With a Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you get official game day perks, like express stadium entry, 10% off food and drinks, exclusive ticket pricing, and 20% off at the team shop. Score your debit card from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of the Arizona Cardinals.
Grit is in you. It's in your passion, your perseverance. It's in every challenge you face and overcome. Grit is in you. It's never in Rockin' Protein. Never settle.
We are getting ready to crown a champion.
Championship weekend is coming back to the desert.
Let's get this party started.
4 title races in 3 days means there will be a buzz in the air all weekend long. Whether from the grandstands, the infield experience, or the hillside, this is your chance to witness history and make championship caliber memories for the whole family. NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
This
This is a Santan Ford announcement.
Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert.
We are Santan Ford.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi folks, here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Grit is in you. It's in your passion, your perseverance. It's in every challenge you face and overcome. Grit is in you. It's never in rockin' protein. Never settle.
The Battle of Brown Road between Mountain View and Red Mountain brought fireworks from start to finish. But it's what happened pregame that was truly special. The Toros honored Jenny Steiner, member of the Cheerleader Booster Club and wife of Frostoff coach Joe Steiner, with flowers as she battles stage 3 breast cancer. Mountain View dedicated the game to Jenny and all those battling.
My husband told me that we're going out onto the 20-yard line and that they had a surprise for me. And then all the football players came out and gave me a rose and just said that they loved us, and it was the sweetest thing ever. It's a shock that I'm in this situation, but it's tender to see everyone just show up and love you and support you and show love to your kids, and it's been honestly amazing to see the community come together and just rally around us.
It's kind of one of those things that shatters your world. You get really nervous and scared about all the unknowns. There's a lot of things you don't know and what the future will hold. But through a great community, lots of prayer, and lots of friends and family around us to support us has kind of helped us through where we're at, and it means a lot to our family and to me. I've grown up here. I'm a Toro from 30 years ago, been here forever. Toro Nation is a real thing. We care about our own, we love about our people, so to feel the support and love from the community, we feel it every day, and so to see it out here was just special.
No matter what challenges this journey might bring, the Steiner family has Toro Nation behind them.
It is very personal to me. My wife was diagnosed with breast cancer a year ago, and it was early detection, and this community rallied around her. And we got through it, and we're on the other side of it, thank goodness. It touches me deeply to see how the community rallies around each other, that we don't have to go through trials and challenges in life alone.
Lean on those around you, the support group around you, your family and friends. Lean on them. Keep the faith and keep the courage. You can do it.
I've got about 9 rounds left, and so I finish at the end of December. Getting to know myself better, realizing that I can do hard things and I can show up with a positive attitude. I think that's been a little bit eye-opening for me, to know that I can do it and I'm okay.
In Mesa, Eliav Gabay, Sports 360 AZ.
Queen Creek's flag football team is showing what happens when athletic talent meets versatility. From softball to basketball to track, these Bulldogs are proving that being multi-sport athletes gives them an edge.
We got girls from all different sports, and them just coming out here. Honestly, it's our first couple seasons ever playing. This is my first season. And just going out here and just having fun, honestly, but working hard. And that's what, from all our other sports, we've learned that.
For quarterback Emma Reynolds, her experience on the softball field has translated perfectly to flag football, helping her sharpen her throws and elevate the team.
Well, obviously, the throwing and stuff has helped with that, and my footwork. But honestly, flag football has helped a lot with softball, actually, getting more athletic and stuff, and getting out there, more accurate and stuff. So it's been really good.
Junior Alessia Velasquez, who also plays softball, says that staying active all year keeps her game strong.
I feel just being versatile. I mean, moving, obviously, staying active.
Velasquez says that she's seen growth in her game, especially with Reynolds stepping into the QB role.
It's a lot better this year. I feel just adding more players like Emma, quarterback, it's allowed me to actually play a different position than quarterback.
For sophomore Amaya Rogers, her background in basketball and track have boosted her speed and awareness.
Basketball has helped by helping my eye coordination and looking for the ball, because in basketball I always have to see everything on the court and see what's going on. And then in track, it's helped me for speed, obviously.
Rogers also takes advice from someone close to her who's been there before. Her dad, former NFL player Derek Rogers.
On defense, he's told me to sit back and just watch everything that's going on instead of immediately trying to go make a play happen. He says to wait for the opportunity and not to rush for it.
This Bulldog roster is filled with multi-sport athletes, and I'm not surprised because all their talents have contributed to their success on the field. Kayla Marinoff for Sports 360 AZ.
Yeah, because our old jersey, they were washed up. They were probably 5, 6 years old.
They're falling apart, so they were annoying by the end.
They feel a lot better than the old ones because the other ones was falling apart. I'm not even gonna lie.
The last jerseys were so tight. They were legitimately, tapered.
I've been here all 4 years. This is my first time ever getting new jerseys.
With a fresh new fit, the energy's up at North Canyon.
That was just a blessing for us.
I mean, we look good with them.
It feels like a new school.
Personally, my mom loved it. I showed her this one in specific, and she loved it.
Honestly, they feel amazing. They're pretty tight, but they look pretty cool. I mess with it a lot.
Saguaro alum and current Utah quarterback Devin Dampierre donated $9,000 for jerseys and equipment to the program that includes his younger brother, Dominic.
He didn't have to do that, but he took his time out of his way to give us jerseys. Gave us 2 jerseys and some pants as well.
We can match it up. We can go black pants or purple tops or purple pants and black top.
Now with new jerseys, a broken 21-game losing streak, and a CW7 TV appearance with the Fiesta Bowl this season, it feels like a culture change is happening at North Canyon.
With a Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you get official game day perks, like express stadium entry, 10% off food and drinks, exclusive ticket pricing, and 20% off at the team shop. Score your debit card from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of the Arizona Cardinals.
Ortho Arizona and my journey. My knees were shot, so I had double knee replacement, and I wanted the best in rehab. Ortho Arizona encouraged and pushed me in the process. Go to orthoarizona.org. That's orthoarizona.org.
Welcome everyone under the lights at Mountain America Stadium. Boy, look at this stadium. If you're not here, shame on you. Go up and go get it, young man. What a catch.
Buy your season tickets, because why would you not want to be in that environment?
I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. It's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that.
Welcome back to Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon, and you see Eliav Gabai right beside me. So that means it's time for Social Spotlight. And Eliav, yep, you got the bow ready. The rankings are here. We'll talk a little bit about that later on in Spotlight, but there's some other things that we got to wrap up from last week before we look ahead to this week, right?
That's right. That's right. And this is something I can honestly say I have not seen in Arizona. What are we in Florida? Shout out to BJ Media for that comment there. But what is going on, folks? Alligator or crocodile? I'm sorry. I'm not well versed in the Floridian animals enough to know what this is. But he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball, Spurge. You know, I expected that catch to be corralled there. But how much fun is this when it comes to the St. Mary's at Northwest Christian game? I mean, Spurge, as far as pregame fun, it doesn't get much more interesting than this.
Not much more interesting than that. And, the Florida Gators are having a bad year. They fired Billy Napier. Maybe the Gator is kind of pretending to be like a Florida Gator because he dropped the ball as well, like they have all season long. But no, this is cool. I've only seen one other gator in Arizona. It was that grass clipping. Someone had a pet alligator they brought out, and they were doing TV interviews with them on the broadcaster in the event, and people were going up and petting it. I kind of stayed clear. I went for the donkey that had the drinks on it, the drink mule instead. That was a more fun thing, I think. But it is cool to see and interesting. And like me and Claudia had said before, at least it's not like a snake or a scorpion. We'll take an alligator over those.
Ooh, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Now we're gonna still go into one more thing from last week because we love rivalries here on Bleacher Talk, and the Battle of Brown Road was so good. An absolute true battle, maybe even a war, some might say, because started out Red Mountain up 17-0 on the road. And then Mesa Mountain View storms back, takes the lead, 22-17. But then Red Mountain took it home by 1 point. They won the Battle of Brown Road, and they took note with some trash talk after the game.
Hey, winnable game! Winnable game! Winnable game!
Winnable game, they said, Spurge. Winnable game. You know, personally, I love this. I love the back and forth. This is what makes everything more fun in high school football, Spurge.
It's what it's all about. And I think the other nugget I have here on this is 2 years ago, Red Mountain won the Battle for Brown Road. They go on to a 6A championship appearance. Last year, first year with Andy Liddon, they win the Battle for Brown Road and they go on to a 6A championship appearance. So does Red Mountain down for that?
We don't talk about rankings way too much, but it's starting to get to that time of year where this is very, very relevant. Obviously, you got Basher running the top, Hamilton, Liberty, Chandler. That's pretty clean. And then you get into the discussions of, okay, what's the order from here on out? Right now we're seeing Red Mountain, Brophy, Mesa Mountain View, Pinnacle. And then you go into Lee Patterson's rankings, which is very interesting to me because then it starts to change where after Chandler, you got Red Mountain, then Pinnacle popping up. Williams Field is in there. And I got to say, I think Pinnacle with the regular rankings maybe a little bit underrated. I've seen them a couple times this year. Their defense is looking strong. Offense is solid. Spurs, what are we thinking?
I think the rankings are fairly accurate on both sides, whether it's Lee Patterson or the state. But one thing that has always bothered me with the rankings, I understand the need for a point system, but it puts too much emphasis on strength of schedule because Liberty can only control what they can control. And yes, they have one loss to an out-of-state team, an out-of-state powerhouse. But they've beaten everybody in Arizona for 3 years straight. They haven't lost a game in the state of Arizona, and they're only able to play who's on their schedule. So for them to not be number one to me is still insane. I know Basha on paper probably has way more talent, and you look at a team like Hamilton, they've got a bunch as well, and they've blown everybody out this year. The least amount of points they scored is like 49 or 50. It's insane. But when you have a back-to-back defending Open champion, and they look at times even better this year than they had at any time the last 2 years, pretty fair, I think. I mean, the nice thing about this year is you're going to have that opportunity to, if you get a top 4 seed, good for you. If you don't, if you lose, you're going to drop into 6A. So there's an opportunity for these teams that maybe get overranked or underranked to prove that they belong where they actually do belong. And I think that's going to be really interesting to see this fall. So I am excited as we don't look too much into these rankings.
Yeah, exactly. And you mentioned it, Basha Hamilton. It's going to be a fun game. We're obviously going to be there as well. And I'm going to have my popcorn ready, Spurge. And that's all we have for Social Spotlight.
As you should. That's going to be the game of the week in Arizona and maybe even nationally. Thanks so much, Elia, for the Social Spotlight. This was a great time. And thank you to all of you for tuning into Bleacher Talk. We hope you have a great Friday and rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time.
With a Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you get official game day perks, like express stadium entry, 10% off food and drinks, exclusive ticket pricing, and 20% off at the team shop. Score your debit card from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of the Arizona Cardinals.
We are getting ready to crown a champion.
Championship weekend is coming back to the desert.
Let's get this party started.
4 title races in 3 days means there will be a buzz in the air all weekend long. Whether from the grandstands, the infield experience, or the hillside, this is your chance to witness history and make championship caliber memories for the whole family. NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
Visit us at Harrah's Auction Casino in the city of Maricopa, where you'll find play for all and friendly people ready to welcome you like family.
Welcome back, you two.
As the official sponsor of Play and the only casino in Arizona with Caesars Rewards, see what a difference it makes to play where your fun is our top priority. Harrah's Auction Casino. Play for all.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.